Welcome to the Safe Par Golf Podcast, where two average golfers talk about golf and things. I'm your host, Derek,
I'm Dominic.
and we are currently on episode 148.
What the fuck was that?
We have a very special guest. We have Albert with Hermanos Golf brand, stylish golf apparel for the modern golfer. Golf is better with your Hermanos. Make sure to give them a follow on Instagram. Their user handle is at HERMANOS Golf brand. Albert, thanks so much for hopping on the podcast.
Hey, man, thank you guys for having me. I'm really excited to hang out with you guys.
Absolutely.
So before we get started, Ralph sent me a voice message of the pronunciation.
Hermanos.
You know, so I send Ralph a lot of voice messages. It's how he and I, it's like his love language to me. And he's like, bro, you just butchered the shit out of that. I'm like, I thought I said it right. So he goes,
yeah, you're really close, Dom. It's pronounced Hermanos.
Fuck you, Ralph.
That's awesome. I love Ralph.
I thought I said it right. So that's
close enough.
It sounded like you did.
That's for you, Ralph, and that's for you, Albert. Just we're white. We get it.
No, it's all good, man. I think you pronounced it right. You're right on.
Perfect.
So let's get right into it. What inspired you to start a golf apparel company?
Oh man, to be honest with you, it really just came while I was driving, man. It was that moment when you're driving home from a long day of work, and you just kind of listen to some music, and it just came to me, man. I mean, you know what? I haven't seen a lot of apparel that displays like our culture, the Latino culture a little bit on the West Side. So I was like, man, you know what? How about if we start something? So I literally got on the phone with my wife and said, hey, what do you think about this? I got this idea. She said, well, you know what? If it's something that you want to do, let's do it. And that was it. We took off.
That's an awesome wife right there.
As I said, it's a great wife.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
awesome.
She's been very supportive along with my kids. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Have you played a lot of golf like previously, or is golf kind of new for you?
You know what? No, I have played. I've been playing since I was maybe like 24 years old. I'm 40. I think I'm 43 or 44. I don't remember.
You don't look like it, but yeah, like once you hit a certain age, like I said, after I hit 30, I'm just kind of like
I'm at that point now. Do you know how many times I've sold somebody? I'm 25.
Yeah, who's counting?
I'm not 25.
Right? Yeah. So, man, I've been playing since I was 25 years old. But to be honest with you, I stopped for a while. I got really busy with work and didn't really have the opportunity to go out there and have a good time, golf. But I recently got back into it. So, I still suck. But I mean, I enjoy it. I have a great time when I'm on the course. So, but yeah, it's been a while.
So can you kind of maybe share your story behind your brand name and like what it represents?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Hermanos Golf brand. I mean, it came from our boys. We have a total of 6 boys, all boys. So
Lord.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about
That's
it.
awesome.
You see these grays? That's part of it.
But you got a nice flow.
Listen.
That's a nice flow.
If and when I go gray, I either want what you have or want a skunk stripe.
Oh, not a skunk stripe.
Yeah.
That's I like the song.
No, I want the skunk stripe. So bad.
But yeah, man, having all boys, so I thought about hermanos, brothers, so that came. And then also the concept of when you go out to the course with your friends, your buddies, hermanos, we're brothers. So, I put those two together and I said, hey, that's the name. Let's do it. So we ran with it, man. And it's been going great.
What's been like the most surprising thing of like since starting a golf apparel company? Because I know I don't know how familiar you are with the social media or the Instagram, but obviously there's so many different facets of owning a business or starting a business. Like what's like been one of the toughest things that maybe you've like after you have this aha moment of like, I want to do this, but then you start it and you're like, you hit a roadblock or something? Has there been anything that's really popped out that's been really surprising?
You know what? I think along the way there's been some roadblocks, like any new business. You're gonna run into some dead ends. But to be honest with you, it's been pretty smooth. I have a little bit of experience on like silk screening, like sublimation work, a lot of designing, and I also have I own a business, so I another business besides the golf brand. So it was a little bit easier for me to take that step that a lot of people sometimes are afraid to take, and I took it. And as far as a roadblock is just kind of finding the right people what about the tags? What about putting stuff together, like branding and other little stuff like that you got to look for when you're starting to brand. When you're starting to brand, was a difficult part, but it's. We've been working, and we finally got a lot of the pieces that we need. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think a lot. I usually ask, like, any entrepreneur that we have on, like, what's one piece of advice, and I think I would say 80% of the people would say is like just taking that step. So many people are like afraid of failure.
Right. No, and I've always said that initial step for people is always the scariest, right? Because that is you putting yourself out there, right? Like, I remember when we were doing our first episode, we did like 3 or 4 like test episodes just to make sure like we knew everything.
Yeah.
And then putting it out there, we were like, wow, what if they don't like me? Or what if they don't like Derek? Or you know what I mean? It's like, like you're
kind of vulnerable.
You're right. Yeah.
You're putting yourself out there.
It's like, this is me. This is Derek. This is who we are on an everyday basis. If they don't like us, like that, it's like, congrats, you're getting a really good look into how we think and how we are creatively and stuff like that. But I'm glad you brought up like little things like the tags. So I have a couple of your hats right here. I think I told you this, but I love the little rubberized tags you put on everything. It's on your polos. It's on this hat, thankfully. I remember, oh, wow, I'm sorry. I remember when Ralph came out for our shindig, he had that green polo on.
Yeah.
The big HG. And I went over, I'm like, what is that? He goes, oh man, it's this company out of LA. It's Hermanos. And I'm like, that is sick. Cause I love the patch.
The logo is really cool.
I love whenever you can take something and instead of making it 2D, you add some kind of texture to it. I'm a photographer on the side. That is like my number one thing with pictures is how do I not make it look flat?
Right.
So like, I love the texture. I love the big embroidery. I'm wearing the same hat as you, as we mentioned earlier. I love the embroidery, man. Yeah. There's something about it that it's so easy to do sublimation or screen printing, but it kind of takes it up a step when it's heavily embroidered. The patch is rubberized. It's just something a little bit different. I also love the tea holder. I'm never going to use it, but I like that it's there.
Yeah.
Got a great look to it.
I just shove stuff in my pockets.
I will say too, the logo is like, it's so simplistic, but it's so like, I don't want to say powerful, but it's very, very cool. Like, I mean, it caught like Dom's eye, caught my eye when Ralph was wearing it. I'm like,
well, it doesn't help that like Ralph's got this bright green polo on. Yeah. And I don't know if Ralph's listening, but like, he's a pretty good looking dude. So I'm like,
little man.
I'm like, that's my boy. Like, that's my dude teeing off. And then Raul's behind him. I'm like, that's still my boy. Like, I was taking pictures of everybody at the first tee teeing off. So like, as soon as I got pictures of Ralph with that polo on, I was like, that's sick. Did I send those to you?
You know what? I seen a couple. You know what? I think you did. You did send me a couple of those, and then Ralph also, hey man, I'm wearing your shirt. Check it out. I was like, man, you look so good. Yeah, man. He was rocking it. Yeah, man. He looked good.
He did look good.
So speaking of the polos we were talking about, so you have a blue, green, pink. That's on your website currently. Those are all sold out, which is obviously a good thing for you. You're selling them. Right. Do you have any plans on re-releasing any of those colors?
So I am. So that was the first batch of polos that we had created. So a lot to be honest with you, those polos came from overseas, right? They came from overseas. My goal in the company is doing something that has like we're a Latino company, so I want to have manufacture in the U.S. but also manufacture and Mexico. So the concept of having that the Mexican manufacturing and the U.S. manufacturing, that's kind of where I want to go. So all the new polos are going to be introduced into Hermanos are going to be made in Mexico and assembled in the USA. So
that's really cool.
Yeah. So I want to have that type of brotherhood between the two countries, the Mexican side, the Hispanic side, and then the U.S. Because I mean, man, I'm grateful where I'm at, but I was actually born in Mexico, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, man. So it's I just want to show off the cultures, both cultures. Sure. I think they're amazing. Yeah.
That's very cool. As far as like pricing, we were talking about it beforehand. Like it's very affordable,
incredibly affordable. Yeah. And obviously, you haven't seen them. Well, you saw Ralph. Yeah. I told you, I don't know how the hell you guessed my size.
Yeah,
but that might be like the best like fitting polo I own.
Is it? Oh man, I'm happy.
It's ridiculous. I don't know if you're like, damn, he looks like Ralph. Ship it, but fits great. The feel is really nice.
Yeah. You know what, Dominic? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I did say that. You nailed it. He looks kind of like Ralph. I'm gonna go ahead and tell.
Yeah, that's awesome. Looked up the history of when Ralph placed his order. You're like, yeah, same size. Yeah, let's go.
Well, there's probably pictures of me next to Ralph somewhere. There is. I have a drink in my hand. Shocker. Yeah, shocker.
That's fantastic. But going back to
but the solid ones, solid shirts are coming. The solid shirts will be coming. So yeah, as soon as we have some of those, I'll definitely let you guys know.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that going back to the prices, we already know that there's so many big companies out there that are really taking advantage of, price gouging, so to speak, in a sense. I mean, there's some very expensive polos. There's some very high quality polos out there, but they're very expensive, right? As you know. Is that something that is like really important to you, is trying to put out not only a good product, but trying to make it, affordable?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that's the number one. I want to put in the best product we can bring out to our golfer family, and then also affordable. We want to make sure that everyone could afford it, because you nailed it. I mean, I think there's a lot of brands out there that are just like crazy priced, man. And I'm like, man, okay. So for me, I think it's important that we have something that's affordable for everyone. So definitely, we're gonna definitely keep working on that. And I think we have a little bit of advantage. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, as far as where I'm getting our shirts being made, I think it's all family. To be honest with you, it's all family. I'm not sure if you guys heard the podcast. I mean, it's my uncle that's helping me to do the sublimation. He does designing, I do designing, so we both kind of come together and work together, and he's helping me on the price, then I can give you guys and our customers the best deal possible.
So I normally do listen to like everything Ralph and Raul and occasionally Hector put out. I skipped yours on purpose because I wanted to have a more organic conversation, I would say. Awesome. It's not that I was like, oh, that's dumb. It's like I don't want it to be spoiled, right? I knew somehow it was in the family. I think Ralph had mentioned it.
Yeah.
But the pricing is just so good. What the solid ones are 45, which for a polo is crazy. A solid polo with most companies are like $70.
Yeah.
Right.
And people are like, take my money. And I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Your expensive one, which I find really cool, is the one with the agave all over it. I love tequila. I've been into one lately. It's made in Mexico. It's Latina owned. And I was like, take my money. Yeah. But like still like $55. I'm like, that's crazy. Like it's just so affordable.
Yeah. Like I said, it's all made here pretty much. I mean, Mexico and US. So, if I save the money and manufacturing the product, I'm definitely going to share that with everyone. So, that's the goal. Make it affordable, make good quality. And, we've been in business since April. So we're going to keep getting better and better. I mean, we're learning a little bit of materials and other stuff. So our goal is to, by 2025, have even better product out there.
Sure. You're a very, very, very new company, which is awesome. You've clearly have done a really good job of marketing, or at least, getting your product out there. Because most of the companies that we talk to they've either been around for quite a while, or they've started during COVID, because that seems to be like when everyone kind of picked up golf again or was reintroduced to it. So kudos to you, man. That's really cool. He'd mentioned the other two polos. You have a lowrider polo as well. Do you plan on releasing like any new colorways, like solid colors, and then also some other designs that you might want to talk about?
Oh man, there's so many. It's crazy. Like sometimes my wife tells me, like, dude, you got to stop already. So like I'm on the computer, I'm on the laptop, and I'm just kind of going and just putting things together. So I have just to kind of, man, I'll share, hopefully by next week. I'll start sharing, or the following week I'll start sharing some of the designs that polos are coming out. So I do have a Dia de los Muertos shirt that's kind of like a neon design type thing with the colorful colors. And man, there's like a luchador, like a Nacho Libre type with mask and stuff.
So like the Rey Mysterio style a little bit.
Yeah, man. So there's a lot of cool stuff. I don't want to let you guys know. I think it'll be better if I surprise you guys when I release them. But yeah, the solids are gonna be out. There's gonna be some more settled stuff. And then we're gonna have some very bright stuff that's gonna come out as well. So I'm very, very excited about it. So I'm sure you guys are gonna love it.
For sure.
I also love that it kind of blends golf and then like the lifestyle aspect of it. Like it's not like super golfy, which I really enjoy. That's something that I really gravitate towards. Like there's nothing on it that is like, damn, only a golfer can wear.
Yeah.
So like I'm really excited for the Day of the Dead. I don't, it's not quite what I celebrate, but I always love looking at like the cultural aspect of it. I think it's a beautiful celebration, and like the sugar skulls I've been into since I was like 5. I think that side is incredibly beautiful, and I love that companies do it, but I don't feel like a lot of companies do it well. So I'm excited to see somebody of a Mexican descent actually like put their spin on it. But then even like going back to like, Derek's got the website pulled up, even just the black and yellow, just the Hermanos Golf with the ball on the tee. Yeah. That's super like casual. And that's something that like I could see just anybody wearing. And I really appreciate that. I've been working with a newer company. It's called Bad Golf Co. Basically my friend started it, and she would always come up to me and she's like, hey, what do you think of this design? I'm like, it's too golfy, right? Like you're catering towards golfers when you should be catering towards everybody to an extent, right? So we're always like bouncing ideas off of each other. So I think that's where it's like I really enjoy your brand, because it is heavily golf inspired, but it's also heavily casual, to where it's like you could wear it to work and somebody would be like, hey, I really like that shirt. Right. Hey, I really like that hat. I think that's the really fun aspect of it. Because you wear polos to work all the time.
Yeah, it's great. It's a golf apparel brand. However, you can wear it on and off the course.
Yeah,
which is, it's kind of different demographics.
I feel like some companies just don't do that very well.
Yeah,
where it's like, wow, that's incredibly like if you're not on the course, you look kind of goofy.
Yeah, like what are you wearing?
Like a shirt. That's what I'm wearing.
Do you? What was I going to ask you? Oh yeah, I know I was going to ask you. So as far as I know, you're a fairly new company, you just started, but if you could collaborate with one other designer or golf apparel brand or whatever it might be, who is somebody that like really that maybe influenced you or that you'd really like to work with?
Oh man, to be honest with you, there's a few brands out there that I would love to kind of collaborate with. God, I mean, yeah, Ralph with Los Golferos, the Sarapes. I think the colors of it, it just brings out that the Latino colors. So definitely with something like Los Golferos, Nueve with Lalo. Mm-hmm. I love that style. With him, man, what was funny with Nueve Golf was that the first idea that came to me when I started Hermanos was like, hey, what? And I told my wife, I go, hey, what if we do a belt that's like the Mexican piteado belt, you know? Like, man, let's do that. I don't think there's nothing out there. Everyone will love it. So I started, doing my research.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I was like, oh, you're not gonna believe this. There's somebody that freaking has that belt already. Took my idea. And I was like, oh shit. So literally, I saw it. Then I met Lalo, and I was like, man, I can't do that to him. I'm not gonna produce anything. I'm gonna leave it alone. I think there's enough for everyone. There's no need,
For sure.
So I was like, man, I'll leave him alone. But I love that, and I think if we can do something that we mix both designs with Los Golferos or Nueve Golf, I think we can come up with something really cool for everyone.
I'm actually wearing my Nueve belt.
Are you?
Funny enough. Shout out. Yeah. No, I had no idea. I'm just like, I need a belt this morning. So Lalo has sent me like 7 of these damn belts. And every time he addresses me a little bit differently. So not when he was sending us Shindig stuff for us to donate, it was to Miklo Shaboti. And I was like, hell yeah. I know this most recent one was Dom El Miklo. And my dad looks at me and he goes, who are you? I'm like, I'm Miklo. And I try to throw the Vatos Loco sign, and I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Shout out Lalo, man. He's awesome. Just the nicest person too. I guarantee you, if you went up to him, he's like, hey, dude, want to clap? He'd be like, fuck yeah, like, let's just do it.
Yeah, and the Golferos, both of those, like, those are 2 great companies that you could certainly collab with. I mean,
they're both in our group chat.
Yeah, I mean, Ralph and all those guys are awesome, but same thing with Lalo. I feel like it's like you could ask, he'd give you your shirt off his back, if you needed it. He's fantastic. So,
yeah, I think it'd be cool to do a polo with like the sublimation of the design of Lalo's belt and then the HG in the corner. You don't have to pay me for that, but like that,
like the collar of the neck collars,
almost like a checkerboard, but it's the design. Yeah. You don't have to pay us for that, but like that'd be really cool.
Get some royalty on that.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'll be really cool, man. Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever thought of like, so you're growing, right? You got like the next 3 to 5 years. Now you got Hermanos, but now you switch it up and you got
like
the sister side of it. You want to do women apparel. Have you ever thought about that?
I thought you meant like growing like in height.
It's yeah, definitely. I mean, we thought about having a women apparel.
Yeah.
We actually sooner than the 3 years. We're hoping next year, 2025, we can bring something that's for the ladies.
Sure.
Same thing. The approach will be the same, real similar to what we're doing for the guys. And also kids. We also thought about kids too. So we weren't sure if we're going to put Hermanas, the Hermanas collection or the Hermanitos collection. Just
exactly.
I think there's not a lot of apparel for women, so there's definitely an opportunity. And same thing for kids. I mean, I think the goal here too is also inspire more kids to continue to play golf, because I mean, there's not a lot of kids that play. They kind of stick to baseball or basketball,
like the American. It's like you got your team sport, but
exactly. So I think I definitely want to start something where we can promote and help kids, even in our neighborhoods, that we can help promote them and help them and teach them the game of golf, and definitely bring the apparel side for the kids and the ladies. Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's awesome. My wife, she's Mexican, and the same thing. Like she wants to get into the game of golf, and so she's been slow. Like we've hit the driving range a few times, but she's actually kind of talented when it comes to the swing. Like naturally, she can actually hit the ball, and so. But yeah, there really isn't a big market for female apparel in the golf space. Right. I mean, we've talked about before. We've had some other people on, and it's like very just your basic type of.
It's either like
a white or black skirt or a polo.
Yeah, and like obviously Daniela made her own way, but Jess, I've been playing more and more golf with Jess and her fiance Chaz. Jess is like, there's like nothing for her to wear. It's either really tight and like shows a lot of cleavage, or it's like just very boxy and it's just not very defined.
Yeah.
So not saying you have to do anything like that, but like keep those things in mind.
So yeah, there's definitely
talk to the women out there. Aya golf would be a good one to look into. Daniela kind of paved her own way and was like, "Hey, I don't like what's out there," and then literally made her own stuff.
Well, the cool thing too is like you don't have to necessarily like the t-shirts you have. I mean, you could wear that on a muni. You could wear, I mean, like the game is changing so much now where it's like you don't have to wear a polo and a belt.
Technically, this is a golf hoodie.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's the really cool thing about golf now. It's like you can get a pair of Travis Scott Jordan 1 shoes now. Like you would never be able to wear any of that on a golf course.
Right,
So I think that's really cool. And so like as far as like the Mexican American culture in the golf, do you think like it's growing? Like where is that? I mean, I'm assuming that's probably pretty important to you too, to like really try to get, you talked about the youth, but try to get more people into the game of golf. Do you think like, are you happy with where it's at right now? Do you think it's changing for the better?
Oh yeah, man. I think it's changing completely. I think you see a lot more like Hispanics. You start to see a lot more kids also on the courses. So it's a big change. When I first started, I mean, you didn't see a lot of Hispanics doing golf. Then again, I'm talking about like almost 20 years ago, but
yeah.
It's a big market. I think it's blowing up. I think the last 5-6 years is just blown up completely. Unless I wasn't as involved like I am now, and now I see it. Like, man, like literally, to be honest with you, one of the reasons why I started, because there wasn't a lot of clothes that I was like, man, I mean, it's too plain. I need something more like, something like that represents us a little bit. So one of the reasons why I started it too was for that. And I thought there wasn't a lot of brands out there, a lot of Latino brands, but little did I know, once I got in, dude, there's a lot,
Yeah.
So man, it's I think it's a big change. I think it's growing, and I think it's not going to stop.
Oh, that's awesome.
God, there are so many great Latino brands out there, like you were saying. Yeah. And the cool part is they all tell their own individual personal story of golf, which I don't think other companies do very well. You look at some of the bigger companies, Nike, stuff like that. It's like they're not telling a story where it's like, just looking at like my water bottle, I got a bunch of stickers. The one that always sticks out to me is Buena Gente.
Yeah.
Jonathan's story in golf and, what he continues to do. Like he was telling us that the grip is inspired by his uncle because of the gold rings and everything. And I'm like,
it's so cool.
That's so cool because it's so deeply personal, but it makes such a good logo. And that's something that you get to be proud of day in and day out. And I think that's been like the cool part with learning more and more about these
different brands,
whether they're Latino owned or not, but it's super cool. There's all these really great brands and we weren't really exposed to them until we started doing this. I feel like once we had Los Golferos on, it just like opened all these doors for us into the like Latino community, which was super cool.
Well, and that was going to go back to my kind of my follow up with that was I think like Instagram and social media has been such a powerful tool that it's like, hey, there are other brands out there, or there's community out there that are actually big into golf. So I think there's definitely good on the social media side, because there's obviously a lot of bad things on social media and just crap out there, but there's a lot of good as well. So I think the social media side is a very powerful tool. And with that being said, is that something like, are you doing everything from like start to finish all by yourself, or do you have a team that kind of helps you out from running the social media side, taking photos, packaging, running the website? How does that work?
I'm pretty much doing it by myself. Yeah. To be honest with you, man, it's the family. I mean, my wife helps me, the kids help me. So it's just the family that's doing everything together. I'm hoping in the near future I can have someone, because it does take a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, and it's quite a bit of work, man. So I would definitely love to have somebody that can help me out. But right now it's just us, man. It's the family. It's it's the hermanos and the parents that are on it. So it's exciting. We get all involved, and everyone helps, from the kids putting tags on the shirts, from the older boys kind of, well, what if we do this design? What if we do that? What do you think if we add this? So we're all working together, but it's us. It's in house.
Awesome.
Yeah,
gives them a good for the younger ones too. Give them a little perspective of entrepreneurship and what it takes to kind of
and just having a
work.
job.
Yeah, exactly. I like that.
Yeah, man.
Sense of pride.
Yeah, the problem now is that now they're like, are we gonna get paid for this? Are we gonna get paid for that? But not
your guys'
right?
chores for the week.
Yeah. So that's one of it, and one thing that we sometimes deal with it. But they're good boys. I mean,
Sure.
we're like, no, it's family. This is for us, so that they understand. So that's really cool. And now I got them into golf. So now they're like, are we gonna go golfing? Are we gonna go to the range? Can we go do this? I go, you got baseball practice, so can we go after? So it's like, oh man, what did I do? What did I do? But man, it's all fun. You know what? It's a process. It's hard work, but we're enjoying every bit of it. So
that's amazing. What what is your what would be your favorite item that you've sold so far? So like from your polo to your hat to t-shirt, what has been like your favorite personal piece?
Oh man, to be honest with you, it has to be the. There's a lot of items that I really enjoy, and I sell is pretty good. The traditional hat that I have, the one that Dominic has, that traditional hat. No, not actually. The other one sold a little bit more. So that, just because that's our first hat that we came out with, that's the original, the OG. So that one, and then the t-shirt, the t-shirt that has the golf cart, like lowrider golf cart.
Yep.
That one sold really good. So I'd say those two pieces have been the top.
I'm just did that on purpose for you, just to get you a little more exposure on that other hat too. Yeah. So that's all that was.
So I'm a big fan of like mesh and everything, but like the structured mesh like you did. Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan. They breathe really well. I also like panels. So I don't know. I'm weird. I enjoy hats, and I have way too many.
I know. I love hats. You can never go wrong with a hat though. Like I feel like I'm the same way. Like I have a lot of hats too.
Yeah.
It's like,
I feel like I have to work my way through them, which makes me feel bad. But it's like,
yeah. You can imagine me. I have like so many Hermanos hats. They're all. I'm like, man, and then there's some hats that I didn't even come out with that I released. I have right there, and they're like, well, when are you gonna make this hat? Or the kids are telling me, I want that hat. So I have too many hats. Too many hats.
So it's a good problem to have for sure.
Yeah.
Do you plan on like trying to get into like pro shops or anything? Like what's like your overall goal as far as like selling wise? I mean, just online, or would you like to see your like apparel and hats and all that, like maybe a sporting goods store, or like I'd mentioned a clubhouse or something like that?
Yeah, of course, man. I would definitely love to eventually get on like a clubhouse or big stores that can have our product. I just baby steps. I mean, I hopefully in the near future we can get to that level. I know we can. It's just a lot of work, but I'm hoping that we will eventually. Yeah.
Awesome. How much golf do you actually play? And then you're a busy man, kids, wife, work.
You know what's funny? I was supposed to go golfing this Sunday. Was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. And we had the tee time. We had everything set. And then last minute, my wife goes, and I don't know if you could tell, I'm like red burned from my forehead. Like last minute, my wife goes, oh, well, we're going to go to the air show in San Diego. I was like, what? Yeah, we were going. I was like, oh, man. Okay, let's go. So it was all last minute, quick. And I didn't grab a hat. I took off. We went over there. And, man, I got so burnt, man. I'm like we both did, And, yeah, as far as golf goes, man, I've been going like every other week for the last couple months. That's it, man. It's just so busy,
I hear you. It's crazy how busy things just end. I mean, like I said, I don't have kids. We've mentioned this several times, but like how people can have kids like that, like, and be able to do certain things. I find that so impressive because it's all about time management. But
I can't even imagine having a wife.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
it's a good team to have for sure. But But no, just going back to that, I mean, like the golf thing, it's like you just get so busy. I mean, when I first got really into the game and got obsessed with it, I was playing 3-4 times a week. And I was like, just telling my buddies, they started getting married, having kids. I'm like, dude, I'm not giving this up. I'm playing like as much as I can, and then little did I know that stuff just, you grow up and you have other commitments. And so, yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat. I played a round last week and it was the first time in almost probably a month, and it's the least amount of golf I've played this year. I mean, since I really picked up golf, which was like when I was like 19 or 20 years old. I mean, these last 2 years have been we've played some awesome courses, but I've played the least amount of golf since I really got into it. Which
you know what's crazy? What's crazy is that I had a full year without playing golf. Just last month, I went back and I played 18. Actually, drove to Bonita in San Diego. Near Chula Vista, and went out there to play 18 holes with my buddy. And I was like, how come I haven't been out here? Why did it take me so long to come out here to the course again, man? So, but it was over a year, man. By the way, I didn't do great. So, but
you can't have very high expectations, though, right? You have to go in there with like low expectations. I'm so competitive, man. You have no idea how competitive we fight, and we have a good fight and arguments at home. That, man, we're so competitive. So I was upset at myself, but I remember, hey man, I'm playing the year, so you'll get there. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do some rapid fire questions, but I really wanted to ask this question. Yeah. So if you could pick your like dream golf foursome, could be anyone who's alive or dead, could be an actress, musician, sports athlete, whoever it is. Who's your three that you're picking?
Oh man, let me see. Man, that's a good one. That's a good question. I didn't even think.
It's been a while since I've asked that question.
It's so bad how easy it is for me.
Is it?
Yeah, I can. Well, we've asked this before, so I know for sure.
That's kind of why it's easy.
Yeah,
yeah.
We haven't asked it in a while, so I was like, you know what, that's a good question. Why not throw it out there?
You know what? God, I'm gonna go with. I love boxing, so I'm gonna go with a boxer on this one. I'm gonna put Julio Cesar Chavez, which he golfs a little bit. Then I'm gonna go. Obviously, I'm gonna have to go with Tiger Woods. I would definitely love to play Tiger. And then Megan Fox. Why not?
You know,
came out of left field.
As soon as you said boxing, I was like Canelo. Canelo.
Speaking of boxing,
I love Canelo, but Canelo's from my town. But
oh, really?
Yeah, but it's and I had to go. I had to go a little bit. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
You pick who's your.
I was gonna ask you. Well, what about you guys?
So for me, I've always said Kevin Garnett because I want him to just absolutely just talk shit to me. All 18 talk shit. Like I need that. I need KG. Give me Payne Stewart. Just like I just gotta see it. What the hell? So we're doing KG, Payne Stewart, and then the third one's always weird for me because it's like we go a bunch of different directions, right? I think since you're here, I'm picking you.
Really?
Yeah, because I want KG to talk shit to you too.
I'm gonna go
because I know you love the Wolves.
I do. Yeah, I'm a big Wolves guy.
You don't have to pick me. It's okay.
No, I'll put you up there.
No, you don't have to.
But I'm trying to think because I mean my goat would be Michael Jordan for sure, and I know he's actually a big golfer, so I think that would be a great experience.
Do you think you could take Michael Jordan's money?
No, but I would like to try. I mean, I wish I had somebody like back me the way I could play for some money against him. But and then Tiger would be a big one too. But gosh, you threw that. I'm big into the MMA and I love boxing too. But I
thought you were gonna name another like hot actress.
I love that. But I think I don't think he'd be any good. But I think I would love to take Conor McGregor just to see.
Oh my! How many clubs do you think he'd throw?
I don't know, but I think it would be just a riot.
Oh my god,
that would be fun. That would definitely be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Or get him and Canelo out there. That would be fun.
Do you think they'd fight
Probably
each other?
wouldn't last. Yeah, it would. But is there anything that? So we'll just ask a few rapid fire questions. I didn't really change them from last time, so we'll just kind of spitball.
Yeah, like what's his favorite?
Yeah, I didn't change it. But before we get to those questions, is there anything that we might have missed that you want to mention about your company or?
No, man. I mean, I think it's been flowing really good.
Okay.
No, I think we pretty much talked about how it was created. I mean, I'm good, man. I'm solid. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I didn't switch these, so we're just going to kind of just spitball them here. So we're just going to do a couple rapid fire questions, and then we always end with a food related.
So
question.
we don't want to ask what his favorite color rangefinder is.
We could. I don't. Do you have one?
Last week we had Pinned on, and Pinned has like 7 different colors of rangefinders.
Yeah.
I didn't switch my questions over. Normally I do.
Did he answer what his favorite color was last week?
Yeah, I think he said the
Was it red?
It was a blue, that navy blue.
Oh yeah, it's slick.
Yeah. But do you have a rangefinder in your golf?
I don't.
You don't need one.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay. Favorite Instagram page. Doesn't have to be golf related.
Okay. LA Dodgers.
LA Dodgers. Okay. That was fast. That was a rapid fire answer.
That is the most LA answer I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Who's that showy?
I'm a huge
Who's that?
Atani guy?
Who's that Asian dude who went 50-50?
Showy Atani. Is he any good?
He's not bad.
Gosh, that guy's insane.
Yeah,
I think he's pretty good.
just $2 million a year. That's it.
You got a solid squad. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'm a huge Dodger fan, man. I've got Dodger tattoos, so so I'm always on there. If I go on there, I go to the Dodgers, or so yeah, Dodgers.
Do you have any other like favorite LA sports teams out there that you like, or any other sports teams?
Yeah, we like soccer, so LAFC. It's our soccer team here. We should be at the game tomorrow, so we're there almost every home game. So Lakers. I mean, I'm a LA guy. So anything that's in LA and we can support. I love hockey too. So LA Kings, we're LA Kings. So and college football. I don't really watch like NFL. Not a whole lot. I'm a Raiders fan, unfortunately. I mean, we're not that good.
Yeah, but, you had some really shit news today.
Yeah, I saw they're talking about trading
Devontae. No, they don't want to trade him. He wants out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, just the LA teams, man. I'm big LA guy. Yeah.
Who's your college squad? You said you watched college.
College?
Yeah. Is it USC?
No.
UCLA.
Oh, UCLA, and I like Ole Miss too.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but not UCLA. I'm a UCLA kid, so yeah.
Do you follow the basketball too? UCLA.
Yeah, I watch UCLA basketball. Yeah.
Are they any good? I don't know.
They used to be. I mean, they had actually one of our the Timberwolves back in the day. Kevin Love came from UCLA.
Yeah, Kevin Love came.
Kevin Love.
Jordan Farmar.
Kevin Love.
Russ. Yeah, they've had some good ballers come out of UCLA. What is your favorite golf course?
Oh man. To be honest with you, my favorite golf course will probably be Friendly Hills in Whittier. Country Club.
Friendly Hills?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been. I've been maybe like not a lot of golf courses, to be honest with you. But the nicest one that I really enjoyed and had a good time, had a blast, was Friendly Hills in Whittier.
I think any course that has the name.
It sounds like a friendly place. Yeah,
it's got to be good.
Yeah, it was good. I had a good time, and the greens are amazing. So it was fun.
Want to ask that one?
Good, because I was eyeballing that one.
Yeah, that's all you meant.
Hole one, you got a crowd. What's your walk-up song?
Oh man, so I'm a LA kid, so I'm gonna go with Dr. Dre. Explosive.
Which song?
Explosive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was thinking like something from like the 2001 The Chronic freaking album. That's a classic album right there.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. I like it. Do you have a new song that you would?
No, I've been listening to a lot of different music lately. It's been a lot of like P&B rock, but then it's also like I just have the urge to go back and listen to like some old Tupac. Actually, lately it's been like
Tupac.
It's been like Machiavelli. Like Me and My Girlfriend.
Yeah. Tupac is I like that. I've said this one several times, but I know you're a boxing fan. It would be El Rey.
It'll be who?
El Rey Vicente Fernandez. Yeah.
That's actually good, man. I think you know what? If I can trade, I'll do it Rey too.
That one gets me pumped up every time the Canelo walks out. I love that song.
But the first song that came to my mind was Many Men by 50 Cent. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm like,
that's a classic.
That'd be a banger to walk up to.
For sure.
Just for me to like dome one of the.
I was going to say, the real question is you play your walk-up song, then what are you going to do when you hit the ball? Are you going to like hit the fairway?
Oh, no. I'm killing somebody.
Everyone back up.
No, get behind me.
Get out of the way.
Yeah. What is your favorite club in your bag right now? I know you don't play a whole lot, but
right now it's going to be my 7-iron.
7-iron?
Yeah. It's been working for me right now. I mean, it's dead on, but everything else, not too bad. But for some reason, my 7 for the last couple or few weeks that I've gone, it's been good.
It's one of those clubs too. You could just do a 1 club challenge. Just show up with just the 7-iron because you can hit it off the tee, hit it as a wedge, and you can use it as a putter too. So
remember when you broke mine?
Was it a 7?
Yeah.
I thought it was a 6. That was a 7.
It was 7.
Yeah, I broke his 7-iron. Got to fix. It took like 2 hours. 2 hours.
I wish it took 2 hours.
It took like 2 years. Okay, so we always end our podcast with a food-related question. Dom, I'll let you ask it however you like.
So if we're out, which we will be out in your area, sooner rather than later. Announcement coming semi-soon. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Where are we going?
Breakfast. There's a restaurant called Los Compadres in the city of Norwalk. I really enjoy their breakfast. Lunch. I'm gonna go to In-N-Out. You got to go to In-N-Out, especially when you're out here. It's like, man,
it's a staple.
You have to. Yeah. Dinner. You got to go to a steakhouse. As far as steakhouse, I really enjoy Fleming's Steakhouse. So that I would say.
Is it like a really bougie steakhouse where you got to wear like a top coat, like a sport coat? Sport coat.
It is a little bougie. It is, but you don't have to wear. You go to t-shirt. You don't have to dress up. But yeah, I mean, if it's gonna be dinner like that, you're out on the town and on the weekend. You definitely for me, it's steakhouse. For sure. Yeah.
Good old steak. Good old filet mignon.
I'm good with Taco Bell. I'm a simple man.
Yeah. Or tacos. You can do tacos, man.
I'm pretty complicated.
I was going to say, I don't know if you're...
I'm pretty complicated.
Simple. I mean, maybe in some things. But aren't we all, right?
I don't know. I think I'm pretty full in everything.
Albert, man, it's been a pleasure having you on. Nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, hopefully we can have you on it again down the road when you have some new product releasing. We can talk about those and hopefully, so we can have you on again down the road.
Awesome, man. Thank you guys for having me. I really had a blast. It was
absolutely.
For me, you guys, man. So hopefully, definitely we can talk soon. And I'll let you guys know when we have some of that new product in.
Sounds good, man. You take care. Have a good night.
All right. Good night, guys. See you guys.
Take care.
Bye-bye.